Welcome to Tekken. Artificial intelligence is, well, it's everywhere, right? It's shaping everything from the shows you binge watch to the medical advice you might get. And that personalization can be amazing. But there's a catch, a big one. As these systems get smarter, they're making decisions about you using data you never even knew you gave away.
So here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll get into the real privacy threat that AI poses today. Then, we'll look at 3 powerful solutions that are shaping a more trustworthy future through smart engineering, human-focused design, and finally, some clear global rules.
All right, let's dive right into the problem. Honestly, our old ideas about what privacy means are becoming completely outdated. The issue isn't just that companies have more of our data, it's what the AI is doing with it, how it's learning to predict our next move.
And that brings us to the really critical question. What is AI figuring out about you? See, the biggest risk isn't the stuff you consciously decide to share. It's the conclusions the algorithm is drawing about you all behind the scenes.
You know, most of us think we've got a handle on it. We tweak our settings, we clear our cookies, we're careful about what we post. We feel like we're in the driver's seat. But the hard truth is, those methods are becoming basically useless against modern AI.
The real game changer is the data AI literally creates about you. These systems are incredible pattern matchers. They look at everything, your location, your friends, how fast you type, and they build these unbelievably detailed profiles to make guesses about your personality, your health, even what you're thinking. And this isn't theoretical. It's happening right now. AI can build a shadow profile of you using data from your friends' contact lists, think Cambridge Analytica, without you ever consenting. It can also take so-called anonymous data and piece it back together to figure out exactly who you are. And worse, this can lead to biased predictions that just reinforce old stereotypes.
Okay, so that sounds pretty massive. And it is. But the good news is, developers are already on it. The first line of defense is a technical one. It's about engineering privacy right into the code itself, using some really powerful mathematical guarantees.
The gold standard here is something called differential privacy. The best way to think about it is as the engineer's answer to this whole problem. It's a mathematical promise, a guarantee, that the final AI model won't betray whether your specific data was used to train it or not.
So how on earth does that actually work? Well, imagine you're training an AI on thousands of photos. With differential privacy, the system first limits how much influence any single photo can have on the final result. Then, and this is the clever part, it adds a tiny, carefully measured amount of mathematical static, or noise. This blurs the specific details of any one person, so the model learns the general patterns, like what a cat looks like, without memorizing your specific cat.
Now this is where it gets tricky, because this creates a fundamental trade-off. The more noise you add, the stronger the privacy. But it can also make the AI a little less accurate. So for developers, it's this constant balancing act between protecting users and squeezing out every last bit of performance. But look, a technical fix is only one piece of the puzzle. For us to really trust AI, it can't just be private. It has to be designed for us, for people. And that brings us to our second solution, a philosophy called human-centered AI.
This is a huge shift in thinking. On the one hand, you have traditional AI, which is usually a black box obsessed with raw performance and accuracy. The user is just watching. But human-centered AI is all about transparency, fairness, and putting the user in the role of an active collaborator. It's about building AI that works with us.
And you can already see this in the wild. Take Microsoft Seeing AI, which literally narrates the world for visually impaired people. Or Salesforce Einstein, which doesn't just give you a sales forecast, it explains why it thinks that. Even Wobot, an AI companion for mental health, is designed to be supportive, not just smart.
Okay, so we've got a technical fix and a design philosophy. But what keeps everyone honest? To make sure these great ideas are actually put into practice, we need a third pillar. Societal guardrails, basically codifying this stuff into law.
And the biggest example of this right now is the EU's AI Act. This is a truly landmark law. It's one of the first major attempts in the world to create a comprehensive rulebook for AI, putting real obligations on companies, especially those building high-risk systems.
And this isn't just talk, it's happening as we speak. After being adopted in 2024, the big push right now is to create shared technical standards. Think of it like building a common playbook, so every company has a clear path to follow to prove they're compliant before the whole thing becomes fully enforceable.
So here's the crucial point.
the thing that ties this all together. None of these ideas, not the tech, not the design, and not the laws, can solve this problem on their own. Real lasting trust only happens when we bring all three together.
So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. Building trustworthy AI isn't just about writing smarter code. It's a whole system built on three interlocking pillars. You need the hard technical guarantees like differential privacy, you need the thoughtful ethical design that puts people first, and you need clear legal oversight to hold everyone accountable.
And really, the stakes couldn't be higher. As the writer Ruchi Sharma puts it, it's about making sure AI is a tool for progress, not oppression. And for that to happen, trust can't just be an add-on or an afterthought. It has to be the very core of everything we build.
If you found this breakdown useful, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to TechSure for more deep dives into the tech that's changing our world. And we genuinely want to hear what you think, so drop your thoughts in the comments below.
So we'll leave you with one final thought. There's no doubt that AI is going to reshape our world. The only question left is, who gets to write the rules? Thanks for watching.